Hey folks, this is Ham the Guinness Gamer here, bringing you another Ashes of Creation video. Today is just going to be a short one about how to skip the login queues that a number of people are experiencing when they're trying to get into the game. It's a fairly easy fix if you're willing to spend a couple of minutes each time that you log in and out of the game. Now the reason why you're experiencing login queues is because you're logging in and logging out in a busy part of the world. It says on the Ashes login screen that you're in a server queue, but it's not strictly true. You're in a server worker queue, which means that somebody can log in the middle of nowhere at the same time that you can't log in, because you have logged out in the city, and in most cases it'll be in the busier cities in the server. So I play on the European Lotharia server, and the two busiest cities are Jova and Merlith by a mile, and those are the only two cities you ever really get a login queue at. The reason being because there's so many players in those cities at any one time, and when you're trying to log in and your character is in Jova and there's hundreds and hundreds of other players in Jova, that's why you're struggling to actually log in. So how you fix it is if you press page up on your keyboard, that'll bring up this screen here, and what this shows is a lot of the information about the server, but the important thing for this video is that SW, so that's the server worker. So in Jova here, I'm just running out of Jova to show you, the server worker is number 36. Now, you have to run out of the city significantly further than you would probably think in your mind, because once I'm out here, there's nobody around me. You think you would log out, you would be fine, but I'm still technically in the same server worker as the hundreds of people that are standing in Jova right now. So you have to run a couple of minutes outside of the city. Basically, you can run in any direction. You're just running until this server worker changes, so until you cross a server worker boundary. I normally run and log out to the same place because it's got a nice fishing spot as well as being across the server worker boundary. Realistically, you can run anywhere outside of, in this case, server worker 36. Now the server worker in Merlith will be different, the server worker in all the cities will be different. So you just have to press this page up while you're in the city, work out what the server worker is in that city, and then run outside of the city until the server worker changes. Now from I've started to do this last week or a couple of weeks ago, I've never had a login queue. I've been logging in the busiest times in prime time, and there's never a login queue. So even though it's a bit of a pain to run a couple of minutes outside of the city every time you're logging out, particularly when you're transferring items between alt on the guild bank, it's still worth it, because those couple of minutes might add up, but they're nowhere near as long as the hours and hours that it spends that you could spend in a server queue. So if you look here, this is going to change shortly. You can tell I've done this a lot. There's server worker 37. So if I log out here, I'll have no queue. If I log out here, where are we? If I log out here, there would be a queue. Now you'll notice there that actually changed. The boundary was slightly different. It changed back here, whereas it changed originally about here. Yeah. So to me, that suggests that this wee area is a bit of an overlap and might work, might be in both the server workers or neither of them, or it might change. So when I'm running, I don't just log out as soon as I cross the boundary. I run a significant bit further to make sure that you are indeed in a different server worker. There's nothing more frustrating than maybe having half an hour or an hour to play the game, and then you go on and there's you're hit by a queue of 200 people, and it's just not going to happen. So hopefully that'll save you a lot of time in future. I know some people know about this already, but it seems that a lot of people don't, so I just thought I'd get the information out there. As I say, it's a quick one today, but I'll be doing more videos shortly about Ashes of Creation, trying to get back into the way of things. But for now, if you've liked what you've heard, give me a like, subscribe, blah blah blah, you know the story. Leave any comments down below if you wish, but for now, wherever you are, goodbye and good luck.